Hi, my name is Lila.
And my name is Maddox.
And this is Nickel Plate News.
Okay.
Temperatures are dropping quickly. Here's Andrew to tell you more about it.
Hi, my name is Andrew Velasquez.
My name is Officer Brandon Noel, SRO here at HSC High School.
And as we're going into this winter season, it's important to take some extra steps to stay safe. We're going to share some reminders on how to stay safe in this cold winter. First, we're going to talk about dressing. Wearing layers is important because temperatures can drop quickly. Wearing hats, gloves, and boots can help you keep you warm and dry. Staying dry is as important as keeping warm.
Winter safety risks, it's not very specific except that it's the winter season that's come in, and that includes changing weather conditions, say from the summer. So that does take a look at how you should handle everything from walking to your car, once you've gotten your car and decided to drive, and then if the unfortunate event of a car crash happens, how to handle that after.
When walking outside, please be careful and watch out for icy sidewalks and parking lots, because ice can be very hard to see and very slippery. One recent study has found that 13.1 emergency room visits per 10,000 visits are due to falling on ice and snow. So walking slowly, using handrails when going down steps, and trying to keep your hands out of your pockets will help you. Beyond clothing and injuries, it's important to know the cold-related health risk. Please know the signs for frostbite, like numb fingers and toes, pale skin, and know the signs of hypothermia, shivering, confusion, and slurred speech. People are at high risk, including those outside for a long period of time, people who are wet, and older adults.
And I believe, like a lot of things in life, prevention comes from adequate preparation. The amount of preparation, preparing with enough time, that's not just the morning of, that starts with the day before.
Driving in the winter is risky.
Safety on the ice, calibrating driving, adjusting to speeds, unsafe. You don't want to drive at a speed that's unsafe for the conditions. You don't want to brake in the same way that, say, you could get away with in July. You want to brake differently earlier. You don't want to accelerate or decelerate on curves. The distance between you and other vehicles. And then once again, if you are in the crash, that cold weather that caused the crash per se is now going to affect you if you're waiting outside the car for an extended period of time.
Recent data told me that icy and snowy road contribute to over 156,000 car crashes every year. And every year, roughly 1,300 people die and over 116,000 people are injured in these type of accidents. So here's what we can do to stay safe. Warming up your car and clearing off your snow before leaving, driving slower, and leaving extra stopping space for safety, and avoiding driving if the roads are covered in ice and snow.
The best advice for driving on the icy roads is give yourself enough time. While routine is awesome to have in a lot of aspects, it's also routine that can cause unsafe driving habits. If you drive a certain way to work all the time in July and you leave at a certain time, well, when it's icy or snowy or both, that same departure time is not going to cut it. You need to provide enough time to drive slower and drive just differently overall.
Lastly, winter can be fun. Snowball fights, snowmen, and ice skating. But also, we really need to pay attention so that we can have a fun time and safe winter season. Thank you, and stay safe this winter.
Thanks, Andrew.
I'm definitely going to have to use some of those winter tips to stay safe.
Now let's move on to Kyle, where he's talking about the recent teacher's pay cut.
Why did you become a teacher?
Well, like many people, I became a teacher because I wanted to make a difference.
Yeah.
So, it's short and sweet, but I think that that's true for a lot of us. So.
How did you feel when you saw those, the zeros, and you just saw the difference in your paycheck?
So our pay cut has not officially taken effect yet because we are still in the process of bargaining, and then we'll have to take it back to our teachers to be ratified once again once we settle. But I think that a lot of teachers, regardless, are feeling strained even more strained than they normally do, in a world that is increasingly becoming more expensive, and not getting extra pay, any extra compensation to help adjust with those rising
With
costs.
these pay scales.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was the feeling in that room when you were there?
When
Or were you there?
Yeah, oh yeah. When we walked out.
Yeah, what was
of
the
boardroom.
feeling?
Yeah, it was really interesting because it's the first time in HSE history that any teacher or union member has ever, as a group, walked out of a board meeting. So there is something very scary about it, but when you're with a whole group of people like that, there's also something very exciting and exhilarating
Yeah.
about it. So after the nerves, of walking out went away, we all were very excited and enthralled with that
Right.
feeling. So that experience.
What is a message you want to send to families who either don't know about it or don't know enough to know how this affects teachers?
Well, I would like to say thank you to the Fishers community because overwhelmingly we have had amazing support from families and community members over the last few months, and historically I feel like our families really do a good job of taking care of Fishers teachers and Fishers employees. If anything, it's just to continue to be involved, continue to pay attention to what is happening in our community, because once the effects of this really are set in stone, it could lead to worse consequences down the road.
Thanks, Kyle. Now on to Josh with entertainment.
Hey guys, I'm Josh here with your entertainment news, and I'm currently in Nashville at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel and Resort. I'm gonna go have some fun and bring you guys with me. Let's go. Hey guys, I'm here at the arcade, racing on this motorcycle. This is one of the great things we have here at the Gaylord Opryland Resort and Hotel. Guys, I'm here at the Charlie Brown's Christmas Ice event. There are bumper cars, slides, ice skating, and more. Now let's move on to the next thing. I'm here at the Grand Ole Opry House here in Nashville. This isn't directly in the resort, however, it does neighbor the resort, with the mall being over here as well, with a lot of shops, a Dave & Buster's, a movie theater. There's a lot to do near the resort, so you don't just have to be in the resort all day, you can go adventure out. Guys, I'm here in the arcade at the Opryland Resort. I'm about to punch this puncher bag, let's see what I get.
Try it again.
$6.96. Missed. Oh, here we go. Now I'm back in Indiana.
Hey Josh, how was your trip?
My trip was amazing. I think my favorite memory was exploring downtown Nashville. Thanks for asking.
Mental health in sports is a serious topic.
Here's Luke to tell you more about it.
Thanks guys, this is Luke with Sports, and today we're going to go over mental health. This is a very serious and important topic that is not talked about often. Last month, we lost Dallas Cowboys defensive end Marshawn Kneeland due to suicide after having a history of mental health in his life. This was a week after scoring his first NFL touchdown. Research points out that 35% of elite athletes have mental health concerns. Some factors that may contribute to this statistic are time and physical demands from the players, different important responsibilities, and high competition levels. According to Dr. Vanderkroop, athletes can practice mental health skills to help cope with different emotions, such as mindfulness, which is a type of meditation that involves focusing on the present, visualization, which pictures yourself achieving your performance goals successfully, and lastly, self-talk. Motivate yourself and try and get back on your feet. Most importantly, remember, you're never going through something alone. There's always someone to talk to, and just as there's a physical side, there's also a mental side to every game.
Hi, I'm Juliet, and today I'll be going over some fun activities to do over the holiday season to spend some quality time with family and friends. One of the most popular traditions during the holiday season is visiting Santa at your local mall. Here at Keystone, you can visit Santa up until the 24th, Monday through Friday, and times do vary during the day. To learn more about when Santa is free and photo pricing, check out the QR code on the screen. The Chris Kendall Mart is now open this holiday season. It offers many local vendors, German-style food, holiday activities, and even ice skating. From shopping to visiting local outdoor markets like Chris Kendall Mart, these are very great ways to spend time with family during the holiday season. Now back to Lila.
Thanks, Juliet. That's all for Nickel Plate News today. Have a safe winter. Whee!